Fighting games on the PS2 just had a different vibe to them, man. Like yeah, there were quirky ones like KOF, Maximum Impact, which everybody claims is a trash game, but I ain't complaining about the game though. But still though, there was something different about that period, especially some games that came out during that time. And everybody will call back and mention Tekken 4, which honestly, it had that vibe down. The aesthetics, the vibe, the universe. I feel like something happened during that period that made everybody feel a level of severance, depression. It has this dreamlike feeling that I can't really put my finger on it. Like in nostalgia of all the time that it's extremely dark but yet comforting. But for me, no other game represents that feeling than the game I'm going to talk about today, Virtual Fighter 4. And in terms of vibes and immaculate design, VF had that in spades.
Shut up! What happened to me? Come on. Yes! Come on! Ready, go!
Just with the menu, you can tell that these guys were going for something different. It didn't feel flashy and shouting out as you like, yeah, come in and beat up some people. It felt calm and collected, cool, chill, like a feeling of I don't even know ambience. Or like, yeah, you're coming here to fight, but just chillax for a bit. Check out the main menu that we made. Look how sick this shit is. I was like, "Whoa, how? How did they manage to make something this pretty back then?" And then you go into the game and it's just wow. One thing to keep in note is instead of the character designs are quite insane for the time, we need to look at how mundane everyone looks. Everyone looks like a kind of dude you can meet down on the street. Yeah, I don't think you can meet a Chinese ancient man in the middle of the road randomly, but at the same time, Akira looks like a dude. Sarah looks like a chill guy. Rachel, same thing. Like everybody here looks extremely mundane and calm. They look more like Street Fighter characters than actual Street Fighter characters. Like, bro, they have a god now. Who knew about this? Man? It's insane how immaculate the vibes were for this game at the time, and how they were able to capture the ancient city vibe. Then we look at the stages. And my god, these stages, bro. One thing about VF's arcade stages is that each one of them, they take out their time to show you around. The aquarium stage, my god. Like, just look at that stage, I'm like, how were they able to gather something like this in the PS2? Then there's the garden stage, which from the ponds to the trees to the background Japanese influenced islands, it looks too beautiful to be true. And I'm impressed by how they were able to capture all this on the PS2. Then there's the island stage, which I feel like everyone's favorite stage to date. But don't you feel it that how solitude, how yes, solitude, that's the word I'm looking for. You feel alone, despite the fact that you and another person is fighting. It's such a weird feeling because most games, yeah, they have like their own grand stages, but it feels like when you're fighting some of these stages, like yeah, one from Blaze Blue, it feels as if you're at the end of the world fighting some outer world or whatever. But in VF, it's as if everyone on Earth has left, and just you and this dude are fighting on some random island to the death, and you guys are like, yeah, I'm going to push you off this stage, and you're going to die, and it just feels different in a way. And man, I wish I knew someone out there that knew how to explain this. Maybe there's a superior YouTuber out there that can just explain how this stage is feeling in my head because I can't really put out the words I need to convey my emotions. But like, okay, let me give you a better stage to represent this. The city stage. Now, for this stage, you would expect that the city stage would just be full on shiny stuff, like perfect, like loud, but no, it's not that eccentric as a stage. It's just a calm stage that you play on. And when you look at the stage, you're like, oh, why is it so chill? Why is it so relaxed? And then it just occurs to you, no, I shouldn't care about the background. All this is here to facilitate my battle with this bastard. I'm going to win. And that's just, in a way, soothing and calming. Like, yeah, I need to beat the living shit out of this dude. Then the music is a different factor on the third. I want to place VF5 music feels extremely energetic and at the same time too electro. Like, I don't know how to explain, but like there's a level of like electro with how the music plays. So when it gets into a fight and something intense happens, well, just take your time. Even though the world feels empty, the music accompanies you with like, go on, beat him, tear him down, and like, yeah, I am going to beat this guy. Beat the living shit out of him. But also, some tracks also give convey a level of like, oh yeah, this is a duel between people that were abandoned by the world, but we don't care about the world because we are here to settle our do and our differences. Having music like that within a game that feels so isolated, it just conveys a level of like, wow, that's nice. I feel appreciated in a way. I don't know whether I can convey my feeling and experience with this, but like it's similar to how Tekken 4, how like the world felt bigger because you could just bend down in a way some of the stages. The stage is large enough and they were so unorthodox in fighting game design that like this is different. Something about VF stages, they just feel designed particularly for you to be like. I feel like in the entire cast were just agreed that yeah, we're going to go to this particular spot to beat each other to this, and we're going to fight here, and it feels so important yet mundane. And honestly, I kind of like that feeling for the game. I hope in the future I'll be able to play VF5 and the future VF game that's coming out soon. But I want to just put all this stuff out there because VF4 till date is still a fighting game. I'm still getting my time to enjoy and chew into. I didn't play the game in my childhood. Unfortunately, I was taking fancies, but so I didn't get my miracle VF awakening. But this is in series right now. It makes me feel happy. I know that over time I will get to enjoy it with other people. So if you manage to cut to the end of this video for some odd reason, I don't know why you're here. But like, hey, thank you for watching. And go on, go to other channels are better. Until next time.